Hello everyone. Start. Hello. So everyone tried functions. That question which I given. Yes or no? You reply me in the chat. Hello. So anyone tried functions last class program? Reply yes or no. Okay. We have done the basic concepts with JavaScript. What are the conditional statements? Which operators we have? How to create a JavaScript file? How to use looping statements? Then how to create a functions. Why I told you to try that one, because that is important. That only will use commonly. You should know how to create functions, so that you should try and tell me whether you are able to do that or not. That's what I am asking. So after that, we have told JavaScript is an object-based programming language. There, the importance they given for what? Objects. So what is object also I just explained last class. It is an entity that's having state and behavior. So that we call it as properties and method. So what is state? Its physical appearance is the state of an object, and its behavior, how it is behavior real time. So if you take chair as an example, here the examples for the object is given as car, pen, bike, chair. All those things are examples for object. It is a real world entity. So if you take chair as an example, what is the state and what is the behavior of chair? State is physical appearance, we told. So that means its color, its shape, all is the state properties and its behavior, for what purpose we are using that object. It is used for sitting. You take pen as an example, its state values is what again? Its color, shape, all those things is what? Its state. And its behavior is for what purpose we are using, that is used for writing. So this way of programming. So if you take an object, how to assign or how to define the state values and the behavior of that particular object. That is what object-based programming language. Okay, so what is object only we have seen here. So JavaScript is a template-based, not class-based. So if you know about object-oriented programming language, if an object is there, how I'll define the properties of the object, we must create a class in other languages like C++, Java, Python. If you take, that is also an object-oriented programming language, but there compulsorily we have to create a class. The object properties we are creating inside the class. But here in JavaScript, it is a template-based. So no need to create a class. Directly you can create an object because we are dealing with the objects only. So we don't want a class to assign that object properties. So without that also I can create a object. In other languages, first we'll create class. Inside the class, object properties we have to create it. After that only we'll create objects. Then the object is accessing that properties from the class. But here we are directly creating the objects. That is other difference than other languages and JavaScript. How we will create objects here in JavaScript? We have three ways. One is object literal. Another one by creating instance of object. And the third one is using an object constructor. So what is that first method? Object by creating object by object literal. So syntax you can see here, an object name equal to within curly braces, what is the property and what is the value for this. So like a value pair, a pair of items only here we are creating. A property name, what is the value you are assigning for that property, comma, next property, like this. N number of properties you can create for the object. Okay, so this is the first method, how to create an object by object literal. Okay, so we'll see one example for the first way. Inside the script tag, EMP is the object name we specified here, equal to ID is one property for the employee ID. So that property name is ID colon. Its value we are assigning, that is 102. That is one property for EMP, that is employee property. Another property is name colon its value. So name is a string type of value, so we given with it double quotes. Next is another property for the employee is salary colon the value for that properties. Okay, so now this line indicates we are creating an object. We have built-in objects and all. So other than that, this is a user-defined objects. So we only creating what is object name, what properties now I can assign for that objects. It depends upon my logic in which type of website I am working. According to that, you can create your own custom type of objects. So here, now according to this logics, we have ID, name, and salary as the properties for this employee. We have assigned the values for each properties. Okay, now how to access these properties for that object using dot operator. So ID, name, salary. We are accessing these properties using dot operator. So we are printing those values using our document dot write. So document, I think you are remembering, last class we have learned that is an object. Okay, so the document, HTML document type of object only we creating here. Dot function name is what, right? EMP is your object. That object ID value you are printing. So EMP dot ID Next, the name you are printing. So emp.name, emp.salary. Is this clear? We'll execute and see what is the output. So we got the output like this. So same manner, you can create another object here. emp1 equal to with the same properties. ID, colon, another value, name, colon. This is the value for the next employee, salary, colon. So like this. Now how we will print the next employee details? Another document dot write we can give there. This is emp1.id and emp1.name, emp1.salary. Like this we can assign. Here I will give one break also. Save this. Now this is second object value also we have it. This is the first way how to create object. Give the object name equal to within curly braces the properties and its value. Property name and value is separating using colon. Each properties we are separating using commas. Okay. Any doubt in these things? Is this clear for everyone? This is important. This is only the way of programming here in JavaScript. So you should know how to create it. I didn't get any reply from anyone, whether you have tried the function or not. Okay, this is the first way. Now, the second way, that is by creating instance of a class. Instance or instance of object, not class, sorry. Instance of object, we have to create it. So it is like a reference only. So how we'll create that instance? Using new keyword. So this is similar to other programming languages this way. New keyword we can use within Java. That same syntax only here we are using. But difference is var keyword you have to write to give your object name equal to new keyword and the object. So that new keyword is used to create an object. That is only instance of object we are telling. Okay. So that example we'll see. So here you can see here var keyword we used. Emp is the name equal to new reference, new keyword and the object. Okay. So here emp.id equal to the value we have assigned. Again emp.name, this is the value. Salary also we have assigned. So the difference between the first example and the second example you see. Here in the first example, we have given within curly braces all the properties together. Now here, when I'm creating using new keyword, you have to access again this ID properties using dot operator equal to the value you are assigning. And while displaying also same method, emp.id, emp.name, emp.salary. Only the creation is different. The first example we created using curly braces. Here we directly specifying the values using equal to operator, assignment operator is used there. So difference is clear. Any doubt in this thing? This is using instance of the object. Okay. Now here also if you want you can create one more type. So if you want, I'm creating mp1 equal to new object bracket semicolon. Now that emp1 dot id equal to value emp1 dot name equal to to display this, we'll use the document dot write. Here mp1 dot id, mp1 dot name, mp1 dot salary. Break. The new object value also got displayed. So is this clear? Any doubt? First method was object literal, second is object instance. The third one, it is using a constructor. Constructor is a function only actually. So using constructor function, you can create an object. Okay. So what is function we learned? How to create a function also we learned last class. So this is a constructor function. So you need to create a function with arguments. Each argument value can be assigned in the current object by using this keyword. So this is a reference keyword we can tell which is referring to that particular object. Okay. So by using that keyword, I can create one object. So that is the third method. You can see here example for this. So here a function creating with the name what emp. This is only I told you. You have to try function. Then only you will come to know, okay, this is the function. This is the name of the function. This is the parameters. We are assigning the values and how to use that function. That and all you should know. So we have learned this one yesterday. Function is a keyword. EMP is the name of the function. ID, name, salary. 3 parameters. So now you have to consider this as what? These are the properties for this EMP. This dot ID, that means of current object. What is the current object? That object dot ID equal to the parameter ID value. And this dot name equal to this parameter name. This dot salary is equal to parameter salary. Now here object, how we are using or how we are calling this function EMP. You can see here E equal to new EMP. The function name only here I have used. Then here we are passing these values. So what will happen? Function is called here. 103 is assigned to that ID, Vimal, and salary is assigned here. That value only we are storing for E. Now, if I display e.id, e.name is that is for this current object E, whatever value here I have assigned, that we are displaying using the document.write. Is this clear? Any doubt? So we got that object. Same what I did for the previous two examples. One more object I'll create it. So one more object means function, because this we are using with constructor only. So that is emp1. Same properties, id, name, and same procedure only we have to do. Dot id, dot name, this dot salary. After this, now I'm creating a different object, e2 equal to new, calling the function emp1, passing another values. Display that object. It is e1 dot id, e1 dot name, and e1 dot salary. We can do it in a different way. This object constructor we'll use with the single file. How to do it in a different way. Okay. Clear this one? Any doubt? So this we have learned how to create objects. Custom objects we have learned how to create custom objects or user defined objects using literal, instance, and this constructor. Any doubt in these things?
Ma'am, in the constructor. Excuse me,
Yes or
ma'am.
no, you tell me in the chat. Then only
Excuse
I can
me,
go for the
ma'am.
next topic.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you hear me? Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay, now here, how to define a method in JavaScript object. So function only, actually what is method means it is a function that we are assigning for an object, then we call it as a method. So before defining that one, we need to add a property in the function with the same name as method. Okay, so that is how to define method. That means we are telling how it is behaving, all this behavior for the object only we are defining using the methods. It is nothing but a function only. If I create a function for the object, then we call it as what? Method. Before defining that one, we need to add a property in the function with the same name as method. So see the example for that. So you can see here, I have created using constructor type only. This is book and this is my object name. my book. For that, we are creating a method like this, add price. So this is also a property we are defining, but using a method. So now here, this is our constructor and title is assigned, author is assigned. Add price is a property name. For that, we are calling the function like this, add price. And this add price I have not given as a parameter because that is a function here we have created. So it's a method we created for that object. Okay. So here, while displaying with my book dot title, my book dot author, my book dot price. But that price, how we created using this add price. See, price is actually the property name, but inside the constructor, we are adding using a function. Okay, clear? So here, this method is a property now. Okay, this is a value, price value, how I created that value for that object using a method. So now here we are learning how to assign method as a property for that particular object. Okay. Without it is nothing, it just displays the values like this. What is the title, what is author name, and what is the price. Price value we got from this method only. Here only you can see we created the object. That time I have just passed only the title of the book and author name. How the price value we have added, that my book, that means your object name dot, we called the function add price. So it will go to where? It will go to this function definition. There we have assigned the value to which property? Price property. Okay, so that one only here we have added. So if I call my book dot price, it is printing the value as what? 100. Okay, clear? Any doubt?
Ma'am, can you show the whole program again?
In constructor, can't we put it in head and use it for more than one? We can put actually, but then also some problem it is showing. In the head only, now I have put this dot id dot name and e dot salary. Now it is printing like this. Now that also we should put inside the script tag. Because if I put that one inside 1 minute, mistake identities. So it will be inside the. Now it is working. I have. I'm trying to create a different object only. This is EMP1. See, there is and now it is working. Yeah, your doubt was correct.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you show the program, ma'am?
Okay, so we can give the constructor method if you are showing. If you are using with constructor means use that script inside your head tag. Then you can use document.write in your body. Then it will work. Program you want. Constructor program or the method program. Which method program you want to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Want to see method program?
Yes, ma'am.
No. Clear the program method. So first you start from here. This is the object we have created using constructor method only. Now book is the constructor function we have created here. See, with only properties title and author. So the title is initialized with this parameter title. Author is initialized with author parameter. Now add price, like that a property we have added here, but for that parameter is not there, but instead of that we are using a method. So that method here we create with what name? Add price. Okay. Now here we passed author name and title is passed here, so that got initialized here. How to initialize this add price? We have to call the function using that object name, that is mybook.addPrice, passing the value 100. So this is getting invoked, the value is assigned. This property also get assigned like this. Now, in this document.write, we are printing title, author, and price. Okay. Here we are not using add price because that is your method name. Here we assigned that as a property, that's it. But actually, the property for the book, my book, is which one only? Price only, which I have created inside that method add price. So like this also you can give values for the objects. Clear? Any doubt? So these are the three ways to create objects here in JavaScript, using object literal, then using object constructor, then using which one? Instance of the object. Using the new keyword, we can create it. Okay. And how to add method as a property for the object, that also we have seen. So now you have to try program. So what program you will try? Here I showed these three ways. Here I showed with employee type. So employee ID, employee name, and a salary as the properties here I have added. You have to try programs for object. You have to create as a student object. So student properties now you have to assign. So what properties? Student ID, that is roll number, college name, then student name. What properties? Total subject marks, like that. Properties you can add and create in these three different ways. Okay. Should I type the question or you will only do?
Type it, ma'am.
So in the chats, I'll type the question. Try it. Okay. Any doubt in these things? So tomorrow you have to tell me. I think you have not done with the functions. I don't know whether you have done or not. So here also see function is there. So you have to try how to create function. Then I'm giving you this question. You have to try with object creation. Okay. So this is about how to create custom objects in JavaScript. So now we will see what is array. I think this also you are familiar. What is array, you know? So it represents a collection of similar type of elements. So if I want to store what weight of 100 students, so integer type of values we have to create it. There we are assigning integer values. So 100 students means 100 different variables we have to create it. Then that is difficult to manage in your program. Instead of creating 100 variables, only one variable I can create which can store 100 values. So that is array. Here we can represent array as an object in JavaScript. So again, the same property only for array that represents a collection of similar type of elements. So how to create? How objects we create using literal, then using new keyword. The same manner you can create the array objects also. So what is the syntax? Here you can see var, then your array name. Their object value we have given within curly braces. But here, this array we have to give within square brackets. That is the difference if it is in literal format. How I can create array directly using the new keyword, object reference. No, so I can use the new keyword which will create instance of that array. So here this A that should be capital, that is an object reference only for this array. Okay. So already these all templates are there, array, that object, all those things. We just create object for that and I can use it. Okay. You know, I think you know how to create or how to access array elements using index number only. Array elements index number starts with 0 to n minus 1. N is the size of your array. Okay. So we'll see examples for this. And one more thing. We have a length property. Okay. We have a length property here of the array, which will give you the number of elements in the array. Okay. So those program will see, and so many built-in methods are there for the array that also will see. So here how we created array, you can see here var, emp is your array name, equal to within square brackets, each elements, array elements is specified. One is ono, one is next value, next name, like this. 3 different string values is created. All these values is referred by a name, which one em. How we will traverse through this array, that means how to access each element from the array. Better we can use a for loop. Why? Because this first element that is in 0th index, second is in first index, third is in second index. So all these are identified using which name only, emp only. Index based we have to access it. So instead of writing that one n number of times, a single line only enough, that repeating n times. So here I starting with 0 because my array index is starting with 0. Then I less than emp dot length. This length property only 8, which gives you the number of elements in the array. Each time I you are incrementing because your index value is incrementing by 1, 0, 1, 2 like that. Emp of I we are printing. So I first it is taking 0. So emp of I is this particular value. And I is changing into 1. So emp1 is this value and empi that is changing into 2. So emp2 is this one. So we can print the array elements. All the array elements got displayed. Is this clear? Now, what all important methods are there in your array? So here in JavaScript, array has these methods. So poke one method is there, reverse, push method, shift method, sort methods. So important methods here I have given. So we'll see one example for this. This is one array I created. My array name is fruits, which consists of these three values are there: mango, grapes, orange. First, we are printing our array elements. So see, without using a for loop also, I can print my array elements. Just give your array name. If you want to access in index based, then it is better to use with which one? Loop. Or if you don't want to access in index based, just the array elements if you want to print, then directly give your array name, that is fruits in this example how I have given. Now what pop is doing, you can see here, it removes the last element from the given array and return that element. So this method changes the length of the original array. So because it is removing, no. So if it was 3 elements, if one element is removed, means automatically the length of the array will change it. So it will remove and return the value. That means we can view what is the return value we can view from your array. So we will see the output of this. First, we'll comment these things. First, see. See, when I printed the array, it printed all the values like this. Okay, each element separating using comma, I got the output. And we used the pop. So the last value, that is orange, it got removed. That means it got deleted from the array, and that is returning, so that only I'm able to display that one here. Okay, now after this, we are making some changes. Now remaining elements, if you want, that I'm printing here, you can view here. So see, after removing orange, the remaining elements is only mango and grapes. Here, next operation we'll do, that is push operation. So push, we can either add a single element or you can add multiple elements at a time using the push method. Slash star is used to comment multi-lines. Okay, so here now we are adding new elements. So your array name, that is fruits dot push function we are using, or push method we are using. Watermelon is one value, comma, pineapple is the next value which I am adding there. We'll save and see what is the output difference. See, it will not show you the list. It will not show your array elements. It just show you how many number of elements is now in your array. So previously, after removing orange, it was only consist of 2 elements. Now I pushed 2 more elements to the array. So now the number of elements in that array only it is returned. Which function? Push function, it is returning the number of elements after adding the new elements. Okay. Now next operation we are doing is we are printing that new array elements. See, you can view. After remaining elements was only this much. When I added these two, that also added in your array. Now, we are reversing the array elements. So we have this function reverse. You know what is reversing is? The first values will come to the last and the last value is going to the first, like this. Reversing we can do. Function or method name is reverse. The array elements were like in this order. When I used the reverse function, it got changed like this. So whatever changes we are making, that is permanent. Now the order of your array is in this form only. Pineapple, watermelon, grapes, mango, that is the order now. Okay. Now after this, we are doing the operation is sorting. So sorting is what? Arranging the elements in ascending order or in descending order. So here it will always prefer first it is in ascending order only, sort function. Save it. Select this. So alphabetical order it got arranged because these all elements are in string format. If you have a number array, then also you can use the sort function. Then also the alphabetical order, not alphabetical, ascending order it will show. Okay, clear? This is sort function. We have shift function is there. It removes the first element. See, here is the description. Shift method removes the first element of the given array and returns that element. So see here, shift method, it removes the first element of the given array and returns that element. So that I can use here. So that only we have used. We have extracted an element, fruits dot shift. See, according to, again, you can view here, after reversing, we have done sorting. So now your array order changed like this. Now this is the array elements order. In that first element is now grapes. So we have used their shift method. So grapes is the first element that got removed and it is returning the value. If you display your array elements, we can view now which are elements are remaining. Okay. Grapes removed. So remaining elements is mango, pineapple, watermelon. Is this clear? This is how to create array and how to use array methods. Okay, these all methods are important methods which we are using for array here in JavaScript. How to create it is clear. Either you can use new, but they are not preferring to use with new keyword and all. Literal only enough. Okay, if I use with the literal method, then I can create an array there. How to access array elements? You can access using index based. Then 0 is the starting index value till n minus 1 is the index. How to get the length or number of elements from the array? We have the length property. That property value we can use it. It's not any method, it's not any function, it's just a property. It's like a variable only. That property if I use, I'll get the number of elements from the array and these methods. Pop what it is doing. Then if I want to add elements, what is the method? Push is the method for adding new elements to the array. Pop is to remove the last element from the array and it return the value back for you. Then here reverse function we learn, sort function we learn, then shift also we learn. Is this clear? This is how to create array here in JavaScript. So now I created using string type. You have to try with number type of array. So that is the next question you have to try. Okay, clear? Any doubt? Okay. So next topic will continue after 10 minutes break. If any doubt is there, you can ask me after 10 minutes. Okay.